and they had no idea about the documents, so they did not let them on there. It was like, it makes no sense in letting you on this flight because once you reach to Jamaica, they're gonna turn you around once they see you don't have your documents. When I say God never fails me, the man never failed me yet. But we're going to Jamaica, we're going to Jamaica. So hey guys, bittersweet moments. It's 12 hours left from when I have to leave. I did not pack yet. I started organizing stuff and throwing stuff here, throwing stuff there, like trying to organize and sort out what I need to pack from what don't need to go. And right now I just have an open suitcase full of stuff all over the place. Mom is gonna have to help me pack because I always tend to overpack. And I was trying to limit it to one book bag, one luggage. Don't know how that's gonna work out because I was trying to bring some of her toys and all that stuff, and it's just a hot mess. I got my hair done, so I'm feeling somewhat cute. But I'm so excited. I'm about to see hubby. It was a whole process. I'm gonna tell y'all about the whole process and break all of that down for y'all. So basically this video is gonna be me telling y'all my experience on my travel, preparing, organizing to go and all that good stuff. But I need to get dressed because it is literally 2:09 p.m. My flight is 6 o'clock in the morning. I tried checking in early. They would not let me check in because they want to see all the pre-requestees and things that's needed to go. So I have to be there by 3 o'clock. We're 45 minutes away from the airport. So by 2 o'clock, I need to be out of here. My brother's birthday is actually... Oh, I have them close, guys. I have them close. But my brother's birthday is actually Tuesday, and we're not gonna be here, so he wants to celebrate it today. So today is just a whole lot, but good thing we got my hair done out the way. Cherry hair is halfway done, and people were recommending to use those colorful little elastic bands. That's not really rubber bands. I did her hair, styled it. Before I even finished it, they popped. So I had to take out all of that, redo it with regular rubber bands because I'm trying to do a style where her hair is done, and by the time she reaches her dad, she still looks decent and don't look cray-cray. And I left 2 in the front. Gotta take those out and redo it when she go to sleep. But right now she's over me because I did her hair 3 times already. It's still not done. The back's not done. Only the front is done. But it's a work in progress. We're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, I'm about to get dressed and go because there's still stuff to do. And that's Cherry crying because she's ready to take a nap. Oh my god, her clips and bows. She's supposed to be packing her clips. I need to go because the more I look, the more that I see that there's still so much left to do. I need to clean up my eyebrows. I'm gonna check back in with y'all. I am. I'm going to check back in with y'all and give y'all an update. But as for right now, I gotta go. But we're going to Jamaica, we're going to Jamaica.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
I know. This is a big old surprise. It's kind of all gonna make sense now. The whole big old shopping spree for Cherry and all that good stuff. Yes, we are in Jamaica. Came to see my husband. It was kind of like a down low type of thing because a lot of people wouldn't understand traveling through a pandemic, blah, 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 blah. But we're here, and for the most part, everything's good. We're safe. So the first week, we've been here a whole week now by the time you guys will see this. The first week, we just bonded, spent time together, family quality time. I already had it planned out and said that I was going to do that. I was going to pull out the camera and none of that. But back to business. So I was trying to record clips for you guys and get it all put together beforehand, before we got to this step. But like, I got some pictures and clips of certain things, but I wasn't able to record you guys along the process too much because a lot of it I was just really anxious and it was just a lot to deal with. Now, in order to come to Jamaica, well, that's if they don't close down the borders because the cases have been rising, but it's a process. It's like a whole process, And this whole trip was just like spur of the moment. It was like yeah, you guys should come and see me, I buy the ticket, y'all just come kind of thing. So almost like 12 days before it was time to leave, the ticket was bought. And it just so happened, mind you, I'm thinking, okay, the ticket is bought, that means it's okay for us to come in the country, like it's all good, it's all clear. No, that was not the end. And it just so happened July 30th, I was just on the phone with my best friend and we was just talking, and we actually came across something that was saying like it's like actually a process to come in, like it's certain stuff that you have to get done before you can come in. So it just so happened the 30th, that night that I seen it, the next day I had to, the 31st, because 10 days prior to you leaving, it have to be between like 10 days before your flight leaves, that you have to get a COVID test. So I had to go and get COVID tested. A lot of places were saying like, oh, it takes 8 to 10 business days and all this. Mind you, it's exactly 10 days before I leave. So it's not 10 business days within that time frame because it doesn't count weekends. And one of the places that I ended up selling and doing, it was like one of those drive-through things, but it was by appointment, which I felt was more safe. I kept driving places, like on the website they had a list of places that supposedly did the testing, but when I went, they weren't doing any testing there. So it was just a whole hot mess. So they weren't doing no testing in those locations. Went to the emergency room and I'm like, fine, I'll just use my insurance and do it that way. Nope, they said they stopped doing that because it was just a waste, and the emergency room would be flooded with people there trying to get COVID tested. So he gave me a sheet of a list of options that I could do, blah blah blah. So I ended up doing a drive-through thing, an appointment, and when I called her, it was like 12:25ish, and she's like, oh, I can squeeze you in for a drive-through appointment at 1. I'm like, wow, that's perfect, and the place is 15 minutes away from the house. So I'm like, all right, that's perfect. And she's like, I must tell you that it takes 8 to 10 business days before the results come back. And I'm like, okay, I guess I don't have a choice because not much options. Like the fastest way would have been to go to the ER, but I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna just have to do it and leave it up to God and see what happens. So we did that and did the whole test and everything. She had me blow into a tissue 2 times, and then after that she just took the swab and she just swabbed. Like she didn't go far up like how a lot of people complain, but with the way that she did it, she did count to 10 in both nostrils. It didn't really hurt. It was more of a like irritating pain, because I don't know, it's like, I guess that's how babies feel with us digging in their nose trying to get out boogers. It was just really irritating, and it stung a little bit once I got it done. So I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. At this point, I'm not packing anything because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know where this is gonna go. Like, I'm not even gonna bother to even do anything. So the results, that was a Friday that I took it. The whole weekend I'm fretting, like I don't know if this is gonna work out, like I don't know what's gonna happen. Monday now I'm like, I'm gonna just do a deep cleaning of the room, bathroom, everything. So Monday now when I'm cleaning, this random Texas number called me. So I'm like, let me see, let me answer. And I answer it. The lady's like, yeah, mind you, I know I don't have it because I didn't go nowhere to get exposed to have it, but the way she was talking, so the lady had me have it. Yeah, so she's like, the COVID testing that you took on Friday, the results, it came back negative. And I'm like, awesome, that is so great. I just need like a printed out copy of that so I can show as proof, blah blah. And then she's like, yeah, and she gave me the login for it, and it just so happened my regular doctor that I go to, that's the same LabCorp thing that they use, so I already had it signed up and everything. And then it was saying within 2 days it should upload online, but I spoke to her at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then by later on that day, I think around like 2 when I finished cleaning, I got the email notifying me that there was new information on my LabCorp, and when I went, it had the printout thing there and everything, and I'm like, this is just working out as it should. Like sometimes I don't even know why I stress, because God always find a way to push through and make things happen in my favor. Because I think before they had it was like within 72 hours of you leaving, you upload your results and everything to get the approval, because you only are required to take the COVID testing if you're in a red zone, which is Arizona, New York, Texas, Florida, and there's one more, but I'm not sure. So once you're coming from those red zone locations, then you're required to take a test. So before they had it, it was 72 hours before that you had to upload everything to get your approval, but I was reading and it said a maximum of 5 days before you leave. So I did it on the Wednesday. I wasn't playing no games. Wednesday morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, because I had a 6 o'clock flight. So 6 o'clock in the morning, I just woke up and I just did it. And I did record you guys showing, going on visiting Jamaica and that whole process. Ask you a few questions and everything. Are you visiting Jamaica or do you live in Jamaica? And then depending on which one you answer, it takes you a different route. Because I'm visiting, I don't live there. It just went on to asking you questions like if you're experiencing any COVID symptoms and everything like that, your name, your passport number, everything. So I did mine, uploaded it, and of course it says that they received it and it's pending. And then for each person, whether they get COVID tested or not, Cherish came along with me, so she had to get her own authorization. But as soon as I did hers, right away it automatically printed out one, like it emailed me her approval of going. And I did it on the 5th, and it says 5 days before, but hers, it said that it expired August 12th. And then for mine, when I did receive mine said it expired August 11th, but the flight was leaving for the 5th anyways. But anyhow, so yes, so we did that part, got it over with. And mind you, that was 6 o'clock in the morning, and it says within 2 days they should be able to process everything. Now this day, the Wednesday, was a busy day for me. I had doctor's appointments and stuff to go to with the kids, and then now me and my mom was at Isaiah's glasses appointment. And while we was in the glasses place, I received the email, you're approved to go. So at this point I'm like, all right, yes, now I can start celebrating. We actually going, we getting to go. Sent it to Troy right away. Troy asking if we in the airport already. 5 days before, if we're in the airport already waiting to leave. I'm like, seriously, come on, you're doing the most. So yeah, that was that. So yeah, and then from that point, that was the Wednesday evening. So basically from Wednesday we was starting to get ready. I still was just freaking out because I was just watching like how the cases was increasing, and it was a sacrifice because he's unable to travel and come. We haven't seen each other in a couple of months, and another alternative would have been to leave Cherish and come, but it's like, how am I gonna come and not bring his child? Like, he wants to see a child too. So we were practicing with her before so she can wear her mask for a little while, even if it's not the whole time, like in certain areas, like if we're waiting in line, like if we're around people, she put it on in those moments. So, you know, so she's protected as well. But yeah, so it was just a lot. Then my mom had ordered me stuff online because we took Cherry on a big old shopping spree. My mom went and ordered me stuff online. I had no idea. Trying to surprise me now. The package was supposed to come to Thursday. So I'm like, yes, everything working out. Back to back is working out on time. Girl, Thursday now the package supposed to come. No package, it update, and now it's saying that it's pending. Mommy ordered something else after that package, and it was showing that package was supposed to come. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So now, what was it? I think it was Saturday, we spent all day sitting in the driveway waiting for the mailman. Now because we went up to the post office. We're like, the package has to be here, because mind you, I've been in Houston from the 5th up until Saturday was what, 9, the 8th, up until the 8th. It's saying it was now leaving Houston to come to the part of Texas that we're in. And I'm just sitting there like, no, it must be here. Like, USPS is playing, like, how they didn't scan the package in. Go up there, the guy's telling us, oh, he don't know if it's here or not, and they close at 12 p.m. So now at 1:28 p.m. I get the notification that the package is at our local post office and it will be put out for Monday. And I'm like, seriously? But mommy had already called in and spoke to someone beforehand, and they told her, like, they so sorry, you know, if we're not gonna be there, they can just mail it to wherever. And then when they heard Jamaica, they're like, oh, we'll have to charge you a fee of $200, blah blah blah. And I'm like, that's just stupid, because it's gonna mail to Jamaica with all the tags, everything on it. They're gonna see that it's brand new stuff, and then you're gonna have to pay to get it from customs. I'm like, no, it don't make any sense. Like, if that's the case, mom, I'm like, it's fine. If it don't make it in time, just ship it back, get the money back, because it's not gonna make no sense. So we sitting in the driveway till we became sick, sitting there just waiting for the post office man. Usually mail come by us between 1 and 2 p.m. Mailman never showed up. So me and my mom was just sitting there like, of all days, like, this is what you want to do? This is what you want to do? Girl, the mailman never come. So mom was like, you know what, it's whatever, it is what it is. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So now we decided to go inside, charge up our phones, take a nap, and we headed over to my aunt's house where she braided my hair. And we was like, we just gonna continue getting ready. We can't, like, postpone it. It is what it is. As soon as we reach 5 minutes from our aunt's house, because we have, like, the camera thing on our phone, the Nest app, so she get the notification. Why the mailman pop up with 2 packages? 2 packages. Both of the Shein packages popped up at the same time. The one that was full of my clothes, and then the one that was supposed to originally come. I said, look at this, boy. When I say God never fails me, the man never failed me yet I'm always fretting. I don't know why. So they both came through. Mommy screaming, yelling so hard she lost her voice. She was so happy. I was happy too, because I'm like, you know, when you have your mind set on something, she done ordered everything, got it sorted out, tried to be ready in advance to avoid us having to go into the mall and go shopping here and there looking for stuff. That worked out. So then now Sunday come, it wasn't much to do Sunday except for get small things like bug spray and little necessities that we needed left. Girl, flight for 6 o'clock in the morning. Who ain't tell y'all 10 o'clock Sunday night we now packing to get ready to leave. Now packing to get ready to leave. Go away.
Hi.
Go away.
Can't tell them hi too.
Didn't you tell them hi?
No.
Here, you can say hi now.
Hi.
Troy wanted to tell y'all hi. So yeah, that happened. Packing. We was trying to get everything down to 1 large suitcase and a book bag. That did not work out. As hard as we tried, it did not work out at all. Ended up having a large suitcase, the carry-on suitcase, and a book bag. But we got it. We worked it out in a way where it got sorted out, everything. So now when we reached, when you reach the airport, they're gonna question you and they're gonna ask you if you have your documents and everything. They're not checking you in until you have your documents. So I had a layover in Atlanta anyway, so got the approval. She checked me in, went about the business. Now when you reach Atlanta now and we're waiting, once you're in that waiting area, they're going around and they want to see the documents and they give you approval and they write like verified on your ticket or whatever. You're not able to board that plane unless your documents are verified. And sadly, 2 people that were there for the flight, 1 old man and 1 younger girl, they knew nothing about the whole process or anything. They had no idea about the documents, so they did not let them on there. It was like, it makes no sense in letting you on this flight, because once you reach to Jamaica, they're gonna turn you around once they see you don't have your documents. Like, it's mandatory that you have it. So let everyone know to read the thing, because look, they don't really tell you much, but they keep advising you to keep update on COVID-19 updates, and you have to look for every state that you're traveling to, every country that you're traveling to. It tells you if it needs it tells you everything you need, but it's your responsibility to check up on it and look and see and make sure you're up to date with it. So yeah, that was sad. And now once we reached to Jamaica, because I had ended up checking in the small, because you know the check-in luggage, the one that your carry-on luggage, they end up checking it in for you eventually, but you have to literally walk all the way up to the gate for it, and they ask you if you want to check it in complimentary. Ended up checking that in, so at this point I'm just left with her stroller and the book bag, which was so much easier. And good thing I did that, because when you reach Jamaica now, it's a whole process. As soon as you come off the plane, they spray you with hand sanitizer. They are ensuring that you follow the stickers on the ground 6 feet apart. And then people with children or younger babies, they try to accommodate you and assist you. I was the only one on my flight that was alone with a baby, because I had other people that had younger babies too, but they were with someone, like they had assistance. So for us, they moved us to the front of the line, because they do it by flights. So they practically moved us to the front of the line, and I had someone, they basically call wheelchair assistants. He stayed with me the whole time and led me through. If I needed, when I had to go to the bathroom, he walked us to the bathroom, escorted us to the bathroom, put us back in our spot in line. And it was just good. And then you basically have to go through a clearance where you sit at the desk with a healthcare professional, and they're asking you questions. Are you experiencing any symptoms? They take your temperature. For me, they just put me on self-quarantine because I'm not high risk. She's not high risk. And that's pretty much it. They make you download the app. When you download the app, they try to put in a code and everything to make sure it's all set up before you leave out of the airport, because that's how they track you and make sure you're following quarantine protocols. For me, I think I checked in at the airport before I left. You basically do a voice video, you say your name and you say where you're at, and then they give you a code for you to say, and you have to say that code within your check-in video. So they didn't do it every day. Basically, like every other day I got notified for it. Day 2, it was like I think 1 or twice, but day 4 they had me checking I think like 6 times, like every hour. Day 5 they didn't bother me. Day 6 was yesterday. Day 6 checked in I think twice. I don't know how it goes. They just try to catch you off guard, I guess, because it's in a way like it's no way of you knowing when they're going to require for you to check in. So it's best to just go by and think. But I've been following it. We haven't been anywhere. We haven't went outside. We've been inside. So I don't have nothing to worry about with that. But some of the times I've been knocked out sleeping. Like day 4, they started at 8:30 in the morning and I was still knocked out. So I didn't see it till like 30 minutes later. But my phone had notified me and said like, the Jam COVID-19 app has been using your location, continue use, blah blah blah, and I just continue to use. So everything is just there during your quarantine. Once your quarantine days is up, they allow you to go. They did give me a packet, and on the packet, I can't really show you the packet because it has our name and information on it, but it's basically like a tracker. Even though they're not tracking us every day on the app, the sheet, it has it for me and Cherry, and I'm supposed to write in like, are we experiencing, it's a list of symptoms, diarrhea, vomit, and blah blah blah, and you say if you're experiencing any of those, and then you're supposed to check your temperature morning and night and stuff like that. So yeah, to me, in my opinion, they have strict rules. It's a very safe and precautious procedure. It's just a matter of everyone following the rules, you know, because they're not walking over you with a gun to your head, and it's like this pandemic is not going anywhere anytime soon. So instead of locking ourselves away and just trying to wait it out, it's like you can travel and do what you have to do. You just have to follow those protocols and be cautious of who you're around. I had my hand sanitizer and everyone was impressed because Cherry was asking for her hand sanitizer and rubbing her hands together like she knew what to do. She was very aware of what she needed to do. So I was like, yeah. So yes, so we're here on quarantine, day 7. Hubby is making food. I think that's about it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything out. But yeah, we really came here for quality time and bonding, to be honest. You know, you don't want to let too much time pass because I don't want her to forget her dad. The first day, it was like she was kind of iffy. She was just looking at him like, I know you're from somewhere, but I'm not sure where. And then after that, I came like a number 2, and she would go to her dad first and then come to me after. Like, what they do to that? But yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for the vloggity vlogs.